everyone, we will learn about branch disease of tea plant diseases, tea branch black spot disease. Before we study, let's first understand a concept of branch and stem disease. There are many kinds of disease of tea branch and stem. The most common diseases are black spot disease of tea branch and tip. In parasitic plants and parasitic algae of tea, some tea areas of Guangdong, Yunnan, Hunan, and other provinces. Tea red rust algae disease serious. Tea black rot and tea line rot infection is common in tea areas of South China. Besides, branch cadres also have tea ointment disease and tea hair disease. We will only learn about tea branch black spot disease in this lesson. We will start from learning the symptom, pathogen, infection cycle, contributing conditions, and prevention and control methods of tea branch black spot disease. 1. What are the symptoms of the tea branch black spot disease? Let's take a look. Tea branch black spot disease occurs on the semi-lignified shoots of the same year. Irregular gray spots appeared in the early stage of the damaged shoots and then gradually expanded. It can be 10 to 15 centimeters long. At this time, the disease spots are gray-white. Many black spots are produced on its surface, with glossy small particles, round or oval, protruding upward. This is the asus disc of the pathogen. The leaves of the shoots of the seriously affected garden branches were sparse and yellow. A large number of leaves on the top of the branches fell off. In severe cases, the whole shoot withered. 2. What are the pathogens of tea shoot black spot disease? The pathogen of tea shoot black spot disease is Ascomycetes, endophytic fungi. The Ascomycetes are buried under the epidermis of the branches and then break through the leathery exerted disc of the epidermis. Sessile, scattered, black and shiny, about 0.5 millimeters in diameter. The Ascomycetes are clavate, straight or slightly curved, with a size of 114 to 172 mu, m times 20 to 24 mu. 8 ascospores are arranged in 2 rows. In the upper part of the Ascomycetes, the ascospores are arranged in a single row or alternately arranged in the lower part of the ascus. The ascospores are long oval or fusiform, some slightly curved, colorless, unicellular, size 22 to 42 pm by 5.5 until 7.5 um. There are lateral filaments between Ascomycetes, longer than Ascomycetes, linear or branched, size 66 to 363 pm by 3.3 until 4.4 um. 3. What is the infection cycle of tea branch black spot disease? Tea branch black spot disease overwintering by mycelium or Ascomycete disc in the diseased shoot tissue. The overwintering pathogen begins to grow and develop in late March or early April. In the middle of May to June, the ascospores mature, spread by wind and rain, and invade new shoots. After July, due to high temperature and often accompanied by drought, the disease develops slowly. The disease belongs to a single course of disease. There is only one primary infection a year, and there is no further infection. 4. What are the contributing conditions for the occurrence of tea shoot black spot disease? The occurrence of tea branch black spot disease is closely related to climatic conditions. Generally, when the temperature rises above 10 degrees Celsius, the bacteria begin to move. It begins to form Ascomycetes when 15 degrees Celsius. When the temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, the ascospores mature. So when the temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity is more than 80%, most conducive to the occurrence and development of the disease. When the temperature rises above 30 degrees Celsius and relative humidity is lower than 80%, the growth and development of the pathogen is inhibited and the disease stops developing. There are significant differences in resistance among different tea varieties. Generally, the varieties with luxuriant branches and leaves and early germination are more susceptible, while the common population species are relatively lighter. 5. What are the control methods of black spot disease on the tea branches and shoots? The control methods are mainly divided into the following three aspects. 1. Select disease-resistant varieties according to local conditions. Pay attention to the protection and utilization of resistant varieties. Prolong the planting life of resistant varieties. Avoid planting a single variety in large areas. 2. Pruning has a better effect on the prevention and treatment of the disease. According to the tree situation in early spring and the disease of the previous year, the depth of pruning should be decided. The withered branches and leaves should be cleared out of the tea garden as much as possible and handle it properly. The protective effect is better after repruning combined with spraying. 3. Chemical control. Spray fungicides before the peak period of the disease. Pay attention to the safe interval. In this lesson, we mainly learned about the symptoms, pathogens, infection cycle conditions and prevention, and control methods of black spot disease. Those are the main contents of this lesson. Thank you for your listening. See you